Welcome gamers to Boat Crew. Boat Crew is published by Microprose and is developed by a very small indie company called Tabbing Tabby, which I think only consists of one or two people. Anyway, let's get into it. I don't want to spend too much time going through the fluff of it. I just want to show you how the game is actually played. Let's just go to new campaign. We'll choose the most, this is the fastest of the boats, I think. So described as high speed, low drag. Which is speed is important in the game, so I'll just grab that one, but it doesn't really matter whichever one you do pick out of the PT boats. This is sort of like a McHale's Navy sort of simulator. I used to like McHale's Navy back in the day. I'm just going to be choosing the characters, like this one here is a gunner, so I'm just going to put him into the gunning. This one here is a repairman. This one here is another gunner, so you can just go back into the gunners. This one over through here is a medic, so I'll throw him into there. This one here is another gunner. I'll just keep that one out. Another repairman. We've got two loaders, which are not specialised. So I'll grab another medic if I can. There we go. And well, we've got a lot of gunners actually. So I'll just go and throw another gunner in there as well. All right. So that's the crew. I'll just confirm that one. Now, you can deck out your ship. What I'm going to be doing is very quickly just going through allocating a few resources. So we'll just go back across to the, I'll just go to middle deck right. We'll put some med kits on that one, just a small, only 8 med kits. We'll just go and return. I don't want to put too much on because it's all costing me these what are they called? I forget what the RP stands for. Resource points, there we go. And I'll just get repairs as well. So we've got some ammo at the front there, and then we've got repairs and med kits, so we'll just go and return. They are important just to replenish the ship as you're going along. We'll just go back out and return. We'll go to weapons, and you can chop and change whenever you feel like it. You can chop and change your loadout, all based on what you can afford. Now, I definitely want to be taking in one lot of torpedoes, just the cheapest ones I can get, which are these Mark 13s. So I've got those there. And if I go to the secondary slot, which is at the very back of the ship, I can then just go and throw in some basic depth charges for another 1,000. Okay, that's good. We can return there. Now I've still got 2,000 to spend. That's enough for me to get the next best group of weapons in here. And I think I'm just going to go and do that. I'm tempted to go out and actually confirm the loadout and then go into, I'll just get rid of that one, to go back out to the squadron and actually pick up one of these ships. I can pick up a different type of craft to then be like sort of like our wingman, and we can have up to 5 of them active. We'll be wanting to do them at some point, but probably not just yet. So let's just go back out to loadout again. Other things we can do in through here is to go to, if we go to select weapons and go to guns this time. So I've got a main gun slot at the back there, which is going to cost me 4,500 to get the first one, which is sort of like an anti-air type gun, but I'm not going to worry about that one. So on the PT, actually I'm just going to ditch that one, just go back to none. If I go to left turret, I can actually change it up to get the machine gun. So let's go and grab that one and return, and then the right turret. Just get, instead of the Lewis gun, we'll get the machine gun as well. And that just leaves us with 100 points. But this gives us a fairly good way of being able to attack submarines, larger ships, as well as small ships, and also coastal formations that are just light formations. So it gives us the best overall return, I think, at this stage. Just go back to return and confirm the loadout. Actually, one thing I should have done, sorry, I'll just go back to loadout again. I do actually have crew loadouts, which I won't go through in too much detail. Everything in the game is in early access, so there's things here that are awkward, and I will just point out that this is like one of them, where you go into the gunner, for example, you go into select his gear, go into his head, choose the helmet, choose return. He's now wearing a helmet. Go and get him an armoured vest as well, return that one through there. That will do him, but to go back to the next sailor, what I need to then go and do is to go all the way back out again, choose the next person, and then do the same deal again. So I've just gone through and sort of decked out the crew in basic terms. This doesn't cost any of the resource points, but we can actually give them, for example, I could actually go in and select gear and then give them weaponry, which does cost resource points. I'm going to keep on thinking of requisition points, but anyway, that's can't remember what name that one's or which game that one's from. Anyway, we'll just go back into here. We can also then customize the camo. Just go to thick stripes. That'll do for now. And choose the base color. Just go grey and choose the hull stripes. Make that into a darker grey. There we are. Return. Done. And you can do this whenever you enter a location, like we're in Tulagi. Now, to explain what's going on, if I sort of zoom back out, and that's another weird thing, like you can use WASD everywhere else except for on this screen. You have to use the middle mouse button to then click and sort of drag it around. These are the Solomon Islands in 1942, as you can sort of see through here. Time is sort of ticking along at this point in time. So we've got areas where the American forces have just sort of claimed this island here. I forgot what that island's called. This is Guadalcanal. If you sort of know your Pacific history, then this is Guadalcanal. Florida Island, I think, is that one. I forget where the other ones actually all are. But anyway, this is Henderson Field, essentially. So this has only just been taken recently. One thing you'll notice is that there's different loadouts, different places. This one here has got like 2 pips on the side, which is then showing that this is actually a high level, like it's actually harder to attack because it's got better defences. This bar underneath through here is showing the relative strength. So it's only just gone up to a new level. That line there is the supply coming from the US or from off map, and it's coming into these different locations mainly. So these are being built up. Where you see +9, it means that there's some ships already here, and the pips that you see at the top there are sort of like supply. So when the supply gets full and stays full, then it will actually end up sort of moving to the next level, essentially. So you want to have high supply, and so similarly in through here, we've got good supply at the moment coming into there, low supply in through there, and then back up into these other regions. Low supply, no pips on the side, so fairly low level. Now, we are a PT boat, and we basically have going to do anything we like, which is, I really love this about this game. It's actually a strategy game underneath it all, where your decisions make a difference. Now, the game will find targets and just go and make its own targets as much as possible, but we can impact that. So let's just go and do that run right now. Let's go down into I'll just speed up time a little bit in here. So it's now sort of like late afternoon. We'll just send our ship down. You can see we've got fuel. We've got this little Jew. We can't change the name of the ship, which is another weird thing. So I'm hoping that they change all those sorts of things. Now we just need to go off the side of these bases, the Japanese bases, and just see what's going on. When we actually do some research, when we do reconnaissance, we are then going to pick up. And so when this thing goes all the way around, we'll then just sort of pick up the reconnaissance. It's now evening with what we're doing, and then we pick up another 100 points. So plus 100 resource points there for doing that scouting. So we can keep on doing that. We can attack. This one's an easy one for us to attack. Apio would be another one that probably the forces, the powers that be, may decide to attack something that we sort of open up. So we'll just see what's actually in here. This is how we can just get fairly cheap resource points initially. Now that one's hard to take. Let's go back. It's coming in for morning. Now we still have a lot of fuel, so let's go and do this one here. Is easy for us to take on at this point in time. It's low strength. Now I could go in, even though it's sort of pre-dawn. Let's just wait until it's sort of coming into dawn. The map itself will change colour when the dawn does sort of start. So we'll go in as the sun's coming up, and it looks beautiful, the game, I've got to say as well. That'll do. 6 o'clock. Let's go in. So we'll go inside. That will then start to trigger a response where they're aware of us. But all that's here is a light-based defences. So let's go in for it with our boat, and we should be able to take this one out, I hope, without too much trouble anyway. So it's now early sunrise. I can sort of look around the place. There's the sun sort of underneath the horizon there. It's a bit of rainfall, I think, just a little bit. And we're coming into the island. Now, back over through here, we can speed things up. This is actually just showing us on the radar. when anything comes in this side, this inner circle, we can then actually target it and have our gunners then sort of work and fire at the actual ship itself. So we're coming into a little harbour. I can press to see what's going on here. I can press shift and then sort of zoom in a little bit with my binoculars. So I'm just using the scroll wheel. So there's like a anti-aircraft area through there. There'll be other things on the other side as well. But let's go and start to target them. If we press the space bar, we can now start to see that there's some like red things coming up. If I press the space bar, press shift, I can then start to have a bit of a look in through here as well. There was something along here. There's two things actually along here. Not sure where it is. Well, we only have to worry about it when it goes inside the small reticule in the middle there, the small circle. Now, when we get started, it's going to then alert them, and then there'll be a red eye that will. There we go. There's a white eye. They're aware that there's something out there now. And when we start firing, they'll then identify who we actually are. Now it's gone to red. They've just set up a flare. This will just be a watchtower. So we're now firing with our guns. We've just taken that one out and got another 50 requisition points. Let's just go, or not requisition, resource points. God. So we'll claim all these. These will just be all watchtowers along the foreshore here. There's another one further along, but let's go back into here. Now, we're being fired at by the anti-air, so we are being hit. We'll just sort of zip around the place. We want to take those out. We just want to indicate where the gunners can then sort of fire. So we're taking these things out. That's a triple kill. That's good. Now technically you can sort of bounce your way across the top of the jetty, but I won't do it. So then we've sort of now cleared out the initial beach areas of this. So let's just get out of here. Here comes the sun past all the clouds. It's a beautiful game. It really is a beautiful game, this part of it. So we're sort of seeing a bit of sunlight sort of reflecting off the edge of the clouds, etc. We can push the W key, which will give us like flanking speed, which will then also then pick up our heat. You can see there it's 176, 77, 78 Fahrenheit, and so we don't want to overheat. Once we're actually far enough away, we can then just press backspace to leave. Now, if the raid was recognised as being successful. News is your successful raid at Malapa has reached our allies, Captain. Expect an assault soon. Great. So we've done well with that one. The results of this raid is we picked up a little bit of extra RP. We'll just go and hide that one. And so we're now still inside there, and we've now alerted them. If the alert goes up too much, they'll come hunting for us. Now, we've got a force that's now leaving from Tulagi, and they're going to be moving down to do the invasion in here. Let's go back and restock, because we've now lost a little bit of our ammo. We've got everything else that we have. Everyone was safe after that little raid, so it was a nice simple raid. I'll come back once I've actually refueled, and then we come back into here again. Here comes the invasion, and so they're now engaging back in through here, and this is going to be very, very one-sided. If I go and engage, we're just part of this big group against the light-based defences, so we'll just engage. I might as well show you the scope of the sort of ships and things. So we've just come into here. If we sort of look around, we've got like a tender back over there. If we sort of have a look at the tender, you'll see there's like a green circle around it. That's a resupply area. So if we have to come back and resupply, we can resupply at the tender. The tenders have bigger guns. You can sort of see through there. These are actually interesting. So we will actually, I'll show you some of that when we're actually in here. There should be landing forces. Yeah, that's a landing force in through there. There should be tanks as well. There's the amphibious tanks. So it's a bit of a combination of all sorts of different things coming back into the actual attack itself. Now they will have built up some of those defences again in the meantime while we were away. So we'll just come back in. So we're going in with the rest of the forces, which is going to be, as I say, very, very one-sided. We're not really going to get any benefit from doing this, so I'm thinking I might just sort of leave it and just leave it for these guys to go in. But look, we might as well take them out, I guess. Just press space again just so we can sort of go in. They're already attacking. And they've already taken out those two different areas. Let's go around the other side. So we're probably not even going to get a chance to actually do anything here. We haven't been noticed yet by the shore defences. And the maps are all unique. Like, you know, each location is completely unique. It's really, really cool what they've done with this. It's sort of like it's a fantastic area to of the the warfare, to sort of have this like island chain where every battle can actually have land and other terrain impacting it as well. There we go. Got a few of these. Let's bring these in. Got the watchtower. There's nothing much else down along through here, so I think we'll just get out of here and leave this for the others to then come back in. So we'll just zip on out. Let's go a bit faster. Alright, backspace to leave. Okay, so that's sort of the basics of how this one works. Now they will then fight back at some point. We can sort of just go off and leave this and look for resupply. Could be one of the things that we sort of check out while we're floating around. I'll just pause again until we actually find something to do. Here we go, we've got dispatch. Hostiles. Our intelligence suggests an enemy has dispatched a hostile force targeting Harder. So let's go and take me to Harder. Harder is back over through here. So we actually have a force, a defensive force now that we'll actually have to go and look after here. Now we're not that far away. We have now taken this location. We can just come through and pick up. Now I'm playing it sort of at fast speed. Let's just go and resupply back at Malapa. Now we don't know which direction the force is going to come from. They could be coming from the south, could be coming from anywhere. We've now got full, everything has been restocked. Let's just go in and actually see if we can find this enemy force. Now we may be able to intercept it, and that may not be a good idea. We'll see what happens. We don't know where they're going to come from. I'll just pause until we sort of locate the enemy. So we need to sort of help with the defense of this. By the way, you do have radar. We can start to sort of search further afield. So we're not seeing anything yet on the radar. I don't want to be alerting the Avu just yet. I'll just turn the radar off and just come back up, and we'll just do a bit of a scout for here. Just keep an eye on what's happening at Harder. I'm sort of half assuming that they'll come this way. They could come the other side as well. They could come from the north. And the thing I love about this game as well, it really does set things up really nicely with the with just the whole way that the Solomon's campaign did play out. So with the resupply is really important for both sides, and so they employ submarines, which is why we need the depth charges. They've got destroyers, which can absolutely obliterate us. You know, just see if we can pick up these other ships. Just come back up to here. It's a really amazing, like the actual strategy. Now, there's 8 ships in there. Now they could be, we don't know what they are. Still got nothing coming in here yet, but there will be something. Let's go across to Alawa. I don't think they'll be the operation for landing there, but they could be. There's another one that's good for us to get hold of fairly early. But I love that we can actually impact where we end up attacking and sort of dictate what does go on. Now, we've now got the observation there. We've got 700 odd more points. There's still not enough for us to do anything. What I could do is, it's actually just gone into the PM. Let's just go in and actually do an attack. So it's now 6 o'clock. Let's engage this one, and this will give us another target as well. Ah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So the new moon, the sun must have just set, I'm guessing. Oh no, the sun's over there. That moon doesn't make any sense, does it? There should be a full moon. I don't know what's going on there, guys, but anyway. We live on a different planet. So I've got no idea what's happening there. But it's a beautiful game. It really is quite nice. Anyway, I might just pause this. It's going to be a rinse and repeat of what we did last time. It's a fairly innocuous base, so it's not going to be all that powerful. It shouldn't be anyway, because it's only low level. Actually, there's a lot more here than what I had anticipated. That's all anti-air. That can all hurt. That's anti-air. There's a lot actually here. So let's just move across and hit it from a different angle. There's something over there. Let's hit that one first, and then we'll come up the beach and sort of hit these from the beach side. Right, so now we're just going to come up along the beach, which will then sort of, it should make this not easy, but a little bit easier, hopefully. So we're not sort of taking on everything all at once. So the anti-air certainly is a bit more dangerous than the others. Not close enough yet. Now we're close enough. Picking up the others, the other three. Now, if we start to take damage, I'm going to need to pull back out of here. Just to watch the tower at the back end there. Come on, guys, start firing again. Okay, we're taking damage now. So this is a little bit too hard for us. We've still got all our guys on board. But it's just a little bit too far out. Let's just see if we can still go back in. So we're taking damage around the ship. You can see the ship is actually struggling a little bit in here. Got another one, that's good. Okay, another one down, that's good. Let's just keep on going. That was the hardest bit. Now the repairers and all that are sort of working away. The ship is still badly damaged. We need to get those anti-air down. Let's just move out of the way. Yeah, so the ship is in a bad state of repair. Let's just move out of here. Now we can sort of see through there. We've actually now used up all of our repairs. It's okay-ish, I think. I think it's still worth going back in. We've done a lot of damage here, but we may need to sort of come back in and just help out. This is another more anti-air. I love how it's ricocheting off the water. So we've got the two gunners there. Another anti-air down, that's good. Another one at the back. Let's just keep on going. That's the watchtower that we're now taking on. More anti-air. Another anti-air at the back. Just reloading the guns. Good stuff. Another anti-air taken out. And that's pretty much this base now done. Actually, we've lost one of our men. See, it has a little blue dot in the water. One of the guys got blown off the ship. So let's just go back and find him. And where is he? Coming up to him now. So he'll be swimming around in the water somewhere, trying to get back to the ship. Not seeing him. Oh, there he is. Here he comes. So we'll get him back on board. That's one of the loaders. Okay, so we'll just put it back down to idle. Oops. Let him climb back on. Up he comes. Great, so we've got everyone back on board again, and we can now just get out of here. So we certainly used a lot of the ammo, a lot of the all of the supplies to fix the ship up, and we can now just backspace to leave. So that's sort of like a bit more difficult with what actually did go on. We can now leave that one, and so now there's a landing at Harder already. So they've begun landing there. So if we go and take us there, they've got 11 ships there. Now we need to go and fix our ship up before we can go there. So let's go down to Kirakira. And I'll pause until we can come back and then help out with this particular attack. They may be able, in fact, there's another attack going in now at Uluwar. So we're sort of just preparing the way for all the forces to sort of then take on board or take on the different attacks. All right, fuel is coming up. Everything is now done. We've got everything replenished. Let's go back. It looks like Harder has fallen. In that case, we need to go back and fix that one up. Now, there should still be the ships in port. So we'll just come back in and do a bit of scouting around here. So that was actually not good. Happened very, very quickly. Now, there are 11 ships, but they're only light. So we'll take this one back. Yeah, there's 30. Actually, there's plus 36 now. Let's just go in and engage. And we can see there that there's light-based defences. There's 8 torpedo boats. Actually, there's a lot in here. Amphibious tanks and landing boats as well. But let's just engage them. We should be okay, except that we'll run out of ammo. But we should be able to take them on piecemeal. There's no big ships in amongst this lot. So we can now doing a night attack. You can see the little red pips in the radar coming up, and we'll just take them from one end to the other. They're not aware of us yet. Not until we start to see the little symbol, the eye symbol in the radar. Getting closer. Now, there's also zeros that will attack you. So you've got aircraft, you've got, as I say, bigger ships, all sorts of different things. But in this case, we've got a lot of small ships, and we'll just do what we can in here for as long as we can. Now, it looks like there's ships that are actually on the dock as well. Where's that one? Should be right there. There it is. They've now just indicated that they're under attack. There's one down. There's a line of them coming up. Here's the next one. These are small patrol boats. There's another one at the back that we can't quite... There we go. These don't do a real lot of damage to us. So we've taken out all of those. Then we've got the boats that are on board here. Now we're taking a lot of damage here, so let's just get out of here. A lot of damage actually. We've got men are being hurt. Our ship is in a really bad way, so it's basically sinking. We're patching it up as we go though, so that the green, when it was green, has sort of now been in trouble, but we're doing okay again. Alright, so let's just, we're still going at full speed. So that was actually, we just avoided being sunk there. So I think we've done enough for that little raid. There will be big forces that will come back and try to retake this one again. Now, we've got no more repairs for the ship, so we're going to need to go back and do other things there. So we do actually, I can call in wildcats and things like this as well, but I won't do it just yet. Let's get out of here, backspace. And we need to then go back and repair somewhere, so let's just go and move out of here. And we've got just enough to now go and get more equipment to go and repair the ships. Clash at Uluwar. So Uluwar is now landing. That should be pretty one-sided. Alright, so fuel is up. Now it's early morning. Let's just go to our loadouts. Now what we can do is just change the, if we just go to resources and change the, we've got the middle left deck, which has got 8 repairs. Let's click on that one and make it 16 repairs. That would just double the repairs. We've sort of run out of them each time. All right, return. That's now gotten rid of all of the resource points that we have actually got. We'll confirm the loadout, and we'll might as well go and help out with the attack in the north. I'll try to find something that's a little bit... No, that's already been taken. Okay, that's already gone. And there should be another invasion back at Harder. Invasion Ulawa. Yep, so that's fine. And we can just sit around and now wait for things to happen. It's just too many ships. This plus 32 is too much for us. So we just start hunting for other things. Like that's a little bit too difficult for us at this stage until we get other ships to come and help us. These ships have got to leave here at some point, so we can sort of just hover around and wait for them. So we'll just go up here and see if we can find any other ships. They tend to go from point to point as well, like if they're coming around the outside edge. I'll just pause until we find something to do. All right, we've just picked up a small enemy group. Let's go after this one. There's only one big ship. So we've got one coastal tanker, one sub chaser, which is not really all that strong, and 7 motor torpedo boats, which are smaller than us. So we should be okay. It's going to be the coastal tanker that will be the interesting one. Let's just engage this one here. And this will sort of just give you at least a bit of a feel as to what's going on now. Unfortunately, it is still night time when we're going back in. Let's just press the space bar just so we can get our guns. So there's normal weapons. I'll be able to show you torpedoes in this particular one. I might play even a bit more to see if we can get a hold of some submarines. Let's just press shift and zoom on in. Okay, so motor torpedo boats are off on the side. Bigger ship off there. Okay, they're all together in a bit of a swarm. That won't matter too much for us. Just try to sort of pick them off bit by bit if we can. They'll then notice us now, about now. Sort of watch our hull doesn't take too much damage. Now this is the see those the reticule on the water. That's the tanker trying to sort of get to us. Now we've taken a bit of damage across the board, so they've all been sunk. So there's another one. So they're repairing away madly. Just got to avoid those red circles. Now, what have we got left? We've still got a fair few. Now I'm going to leave the big tanker until we sort of get rid of the others. So it's now firing at us. Well, if we keep on zigzagging, we should be fine. Another one's coming beside us. Got to be careful we don't get, we're going to actually be hit in 3D space as well, so we have to be a bit careful with that. We want to stay on the outside of those circles if we can. Not on the inside, otherwise we'll be hit. Still got everyone on board, which is good. I'll just keep on firing. Now we're down to 7 of the points that we sort of do need. Right, let's go after. Actually, you've still got a small ship. They've got searchlight out now for us. It's awesome, isn't it? It is absolutely awesome. There we go, another ship down. We've only got the one ship left. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to come in and grab this one with a torpedo. So I'm just going to press the B key, which will then give me the torpedoes. Now I need to press either the E or Q keys. to then sort of be able to line this thing up. Let's just do this one. And we'll get out of that one. And see if that one actually reaches it. Just get the, need to try to get the other one lined up. Go E. Oh, we just missed. I did drop it. Oh, damn it, we got hit. Now, did we hit it with our torps? I don't think we did. Oh, we got hit again, and we're now losing people. So we've now lost people and think we're in trouble. We are in big trouble here. So yeah, no, we're being now smashed apart. So we've now lost. That's a good way to lose. I mean, it looks like our torpedoes didn't actually get to hit, unfortunately. So everyone is now either on board. They're being thrown off the ship, but we're now completely stuck, and they're just firing away. We've got no hope. We've got people dying. It's a cruel, cruel war. It's a cruel world. But yeah, our torpedoes didn't actually get to hit it. So I think it was just too narrow of a target. I thought we were looking pretty good there for a while, but no, it wasn't to be. Anyway, they're just going to now destroy us. So I will leave it here. This is probably a good way to sort of end the game. It does sort of show you the different types of ships that you're coming up against, different ways of playing. We didn't see any ships, didn't do any actual invasions where we were going up against ships. We didn't do any subs, so there's a lot involved that you can do in the game. We're basically sunk. Anyway, guys, I will actually leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.